Meanwhile, we go from that to Lindelof, who has been reported to be interested in the move to Barcelona. This all come from his agent, Sid, quoted in Mundo Deportivo, talking about the fact that a very big European club is after his client, people putting two and two together and coming up with Barcelona.
and the 2 and 2 coming up with Barcelona, just as Barcelona at the moment are putting 2 and 2 together and thinking, this still doesn't come up with enough money for all these players we want at one end of the pitch, and so of course the way in which, I must admit, I don't know whether we can stand this story up just yet. But the way in which this feels plausible is precisely that. Look at all the players at this end of the pitch. We better get something cheap at the other end. Now, I don't actually know how cheap this will end up being, but I think we are looking at a scenario in which Barcelona, at the other end of the pitch, having, I think, now admitted defeat in their attempt to get De Ligt into the club, are now saying, OK, well, what we need is some squad players, preferably ones that don't cost us too much, preferably ones that don't necessarily get annoyed if they don't start every game. In particular, I know, look, obviously you're talking about where players fit in. In particular, of course, there's no backup for Jordi Alba. But I think Barcelona's policy at that end of the pitch is to effectively pad it out rather than necessarily to go and buy a player that's going to start.
Does this make sense to you, Stevie?
No.
No.
But what Sid said makes sense, because that's what they're going to have to do, pad it out. And when you pad it out, you get experience, which Lindelof has. He plays for his country. He's played in the Premier League, but he's an average defender. Right. You know, there's a reason Manchester United lost over 50 goals last year. And he played in 30 of those Premier League games. So he clearly... He's no Van Dijk, is he? Let's be honest.
Well, no, but not many are. Not many are, to be fair.
That's true. So,
if that's the standard.
But they won't have any money anyway to go and buy any other types of players than the likes of Lindelof. That's just where they'll find themselves.
And the style, the way he plays, you could see it fitting. I mean, He's good with the ball at his feet. He's, the physicality isn't a big issue for Barcelona. That's not going to be one thing that really sort of stands out, which sometimes it does in the Premier League, where he gets bullied a bit. But you think they could find, if they really are looking for a central defender, maybe somebody with a little bit better pedigree.
Just a reminder, we are with you right through at the summer, and for whatever reason, if you miss a show, maybe you're travelling, Sid's travelling on the west coast of America in an RV with his family, that'll work out well. You can check out our daily podcast on the website.
For more, sign up now for ESPN Plus.